I combine two kind of analytics tools. One is the ones that I already developed. For instance, I work, as you know, with Delta DNA, with A/B testing, slice and dice, and this kind of operations. But I also like to have a lot of control with data. So I still have my own R code snippets and markdowns to extract the data from that databases and pull some kind of HTML really interactive dashboards by myself.
I've only actually been here for about 8 months. I think in terms of like interesting stuff, what I really enjoy working on is when we launch a new game or when a game's in beta. This is a period when we'll go through very fast iterations of changing something in the game, measuring the change, and then rolling it out or changing it or tweaking it and then repeating again. And it means that the game's refined, you see the metrics going up, which is great, and you can actually see the changes in the game when you play. So you'll be playing for the tutorial or something and you'll be like, oh, it's really great the way they changed that bit, now that makes a lot more sense. And it's exciting as an analyst because you're having a very immediate effect on things, and you can see the benefit you're adding. In terms of like kind of slow burning stuff, we spent quite a lot of work looking at lifetime value. It's fairly well trodden path for analysts. Everyone does it. It's very important. It's especially important at the moment because of the increasing costs of acquiring users. So you need to have a pretty good model and understand things like attributing, organic installs and that kind of thing. So we're making good progress on that in the last few months.
I think that there are two really important KPIs that are retention and monetization one. On the retention, I really focused on not the first or the second day, but on the 7th day, that it's the most reliable among all the ones that exist. And on the monetization, people try to see the keystone on the lifetime value, which is really difficult to compute. But since it's not a standard to share among all the companies in the world, I prefer to choose between RPUs, RPPUs, or conversion rates.
In terms of tools, which I know you guys are interested in, I think probably like data quality, especially around consolidating marketing data. So we use a third-party tool called Singular, which I'd highly recommend. Like, it's really great. It takes information from lots of different marketing partners, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, that kind of thing, aggregates it all for you, makes life a lot easier. But even then, like, you often have situations where this spend data doesn't tie back to this install data, and just people making small changes because you're dealing with lots and lots of advertising partners, and some of those partners are themselves affiliates with lots of smaller sub-affiliates. You'll find someone will change something, or they won't implement the SDK properly, or something will break, or they haven't set it up properly, and the data's wrong. And this makes it difficult, and it's a constant battle, basically, of checking the data, making sure the different sources match, and things roll up to the right number, and that kind of thing. And I know it drives our data engineer Dennis a bit crazy. Like, it's a really hard thing to do, and I think we're one of the companies which is better at working with user acquisition data and really pushing the boundaries on that side of things.
Well, big data. Yeah, there are a lot of data in all databases of what game it is, and the main problem is how to look at the data from the correct point of view. Because among all of data, sometimes you filter, you slice, you group, you segment, and you have one big discover. The main problem is not to look for the results, but to find them. That's the main problem.